EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10. Here we go. 46. The 25-yard line. 46.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up. Prescott now. It's caught. Cooper. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On the return, Carter. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of
package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Set. 19, 19, 35, 31. Let's go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Watson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start...
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm coming back.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go. and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. On first down, it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans push further out in front.